Aloha everyone, welcome to Aloha Nathie Yoga. I'm so glad to be guiding you today in your practice. This class will be slower paced, more stretching, holding poses for about 5 breaths, and taking it a little slow, listening to our bodies. I'll be filming in a warm climate, so there's cacti, there's iguanas, birds, sunshine. So make sure you get into something comfy, you got your water, and find yourself in your safe space. Can't wait to guide you in your practice. I'll see you there. Aloha. So we'll begin the practice today by coming in a wide-legged child's pose. So if you need any props, yoga blocks, or anything else with you, please have that nearby. So we will open our knees mat width apart or slightly wider. Bring the big toes to touch. Sit your hips back down into your heels and just walk your arms forward. You can have your hands on blocks here. You can also have your elbows on blocks by your ears and bring your hands into reverse prayer. And you can also have a block underneath the forehead. Just rest here, bringing your awareness to your body, the sensations that you're feeling currently in the body, taking the time to sink into your practice today. Bringing awareness to the energy that you've been carrying, anything that you'd like to bring awareness to and release. Then bring your awareness to your lower abdomen. Breathing into the lower abdomen. Allowing your belly to expand as you inhale. And then as you exhale, allow your chest to sink deeper down towards the mat. And start deepening the breath by inhaling maybe to a count of 4. And then exhaling to a count of 5. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh it out, relaxing your forehead and your jaw. On your next inhale, walk your arms to the right and then fold in. Nice side stretch to the left. Take an inhale into the left side ribs. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Relaxing your hips more deeply, letting go of any tension. Inhale, walk back to center, and then exhale, arms to the left and fold in, relaxing your forehead down on the mat. Inhale into the right side, and gently exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale back to center. Pull yourself up into a tabletop. Tuck your toes. And then just send your hips back into the heels. Taking a moment, taking a few breaths here into a toe stretch here. You can move forward and back. Stretching the wrists. Stretching the toes. And then either keeping the toes on the mat or untucking the toes, start reaching your arms forward and coming down into a puppy pose. So you can have your forehead on a block again, or you can just have your head wherever it needs to go, and reaching your arms forward, sending the hips up and back, making sure the knees are in line with the hips. We're stretching here a lot of areas deep into the arms, the shoulders, the side body, lengthening the spine, and the front body is also having a nice opening here. Keep focusing on your breath, taking the time to sink into your puppy pose. You can always double pad your mat if your knees are sensitive here. On your next inhale, walk yourself up. Inhale the right arm overhead towards the sky, and then exhale, weave it underneath the left, coming down into a shoulder stretch. The top arm here can reach forward, or you can come into a bind. You can rest your temple on a block or the mat. Allow the weight of your body to do what it needs to do here to stretch your shoulder. It's also stretching the upper back between the shoulder blades. Deep breaths here. And then if you came into a bind, bring the hand underneath your shoulder, and then inhale, sweep the right arm overhead. Reach, reach. And then exhale, lower it down. We'll do the other side. Inhale, reach the left arm to the sky. And then exhale, weave it underneath the right armpit. Breathe deeply down the muscles along the spine. Send the breath in the back of the body. And then when you're ready, take the right arm forward, place the hand underneath the shoulder, inhale, sweep the left arm to the sky, look up, reach, and then exhale, lower it down. Turn the left shin out and come into a modified side plank here. So the left hand is directly beneath the left shoulder. Look to the side. And allow yourself here to just open up to the side, taking the right arm to the sky. And then lift the right leg off of the mat, parallel to the mat. Take an inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep opening the shoulders, opening the front body, the sternum, reaching the crown to the front of the mat. Option here to bend the top knee, grabbing the foot with your right hand. And pressing the foot into the right hand as you press the hip bone forward, opening the quads and the hip flexor. Inhale, reach the leg back, sending the top arm overhead, reaching to the front of the mat. Open up to the side, reach. And then exhale, lower the foot down. We'll pivot onto all fours. And we'll come onto the other side. Turn the right shin out, plant the right hand underneath your shoulder, and come into a side plank. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach that left leg up. And you can even look down at your leg, making sure it's straight with the top hip. Deep breaths here. Drawing the navel in to feel the strength happening here in the abdominal region, and slight squeeze in the glute, strengthening the lower back and the back of the leg. Bending the top knee, grabbing the foot with your left hand. Take an inhale, press the foot into the hand. Exhale, press the top hip forward, opening the chest. Relaxing the neck. Release the leg back. Inhale. Exhale, reach the top arm forward. Reaching out of both ends, lengthening your body out, all of it out. Using strength. Exhale, lower the top leg down, and then pivot back onto all fours here. Then we'll tuck the toes. When you're ready, come into down dog. Pressing your hips up and back. Pedaling the feet here. Stretching the back of the calves, lengthening the spine. So keeping a micro bend in the knees. Reach your hips up and back as you press all 10 fingers into the mat. Feel the elbows draw down towards the mat, framing your upper back, and allow your neck to relax here. Drawing your navel up and in. Inhale into plank. Hold it here, drawing the navel in, rocking forward and back. Bending the knees, send your hips back and up into down dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale, bend the knees, send yourself up and back. Again. Good. Just maybe here, swaying your hips side to side. And then we'll come into pigeon. So take your right knee to the right hand and then lower it down. sending your left leg back. So inhale, lengthen the heart, opening the shoulders, rolling them back and down. And you can stay up in your pigeon, or you can start lowering down, leading with the heart, and resting your forehead on stacked fists. You can also tuck a folded blanket underneath your right hip if you need support. Just take deep breaths here. Allow your weight to relax, keeping your breath nice and slow. Parting the teeth, relaxing the jaw. Two more breaths here. When you're ready, walk yourself back up and just drop onto the right hip, swinging your left leg all the way forward, keeping the right knee bent, then bring the left foot on the outside of the thigh. Just like this, into kind of a, we're going into a twist. So inhale, lengthen the left arm to the sky, and then exhale it down behind you, holding on to the outside of the left thigh, and draw it in towards the chest. Take an inhale, press the left hand into the mat, the one that's behind your lower back, lengthening, and then exhale, twist deeper here. Deep breaths. You can feel both sit bones rooted down into the mat. Exhale, release, and doing a little bit of a counter stretch here, just twisting slightly to the right, leaning into the right side. And then exhale back to center, keeping the right leg where it is. Swing the left leg behind you, just like this, into deer pose. Okay, so it's at a 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle. You can decide to fold directly in front of the right shin, or you can walk yourself to the right and having a bolster or even any rolled up blanket in front of you, you can decide to have that there and just allow yourself to fold in onto the forearms, resting the neck. Take a really deep breath into the left side, sending the breath down the spine. And then when you're ready, walk yourself back up. Bring your hands behind your hips, and then just windshield wipe the knees side to side with your feet planted, maybe hip width apart or more. Just take a few breaths here, just gently moving here side to side. Opening the chest, releasing any tension in the heart area. And then we'll do everything in reverse. So we'll start with deer on the other side. So the knees hip width apart or wider, mat width apart, drop them to the left. Sitting up straight. Turning towards your left shin. Taking an inhale. And then exhale, fold over either the left shin or walking to the left and folding in. Five really slow, deep breaths, and take your time exhaling with every breath. On your next inhale, walk yourself back up and then keep your left knee bent forward, swinging your right leg to the front and drawing the foot on the outside of the left thigh. Okay, just like that. Inhale the right arm to the sky, exhale it behind your lower back as you grab onto the outer thigh with your left arm. Inhale, reach heart up. Exhale, twist to the right. Allow the spine to lengthen here. Draw the heart up, leveraging with the back hand, the one that's beside your lower back. So allow yourself here to feel the twist happening in the mid-spine, the thoracic spine. Relax the neck. So if you feel like your neck is too crimped by looking all the way to the right, just allow yourself to look straight ahead, wherever it naturally feels comfortable for you. Breathe deeply into the lower abdomen here. And then we'll come into a pigeon. So release the twist, release the leg, the right leg all the way back behind you. Turn onto the palm of the hands, lift yourself up, bring the left knee to the left forearm, draw it down. Then release all of your body down onto the mat. Keeping your hands on the mat, lengthen the spine as you inhale. And then when you're ready, if you'd like to, just lower down onto stacked fists. And we're here for 5 breaths. Slow and deep here. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. If you feel like you're gripping into the left hip, just notice if you're holding in the left hip. Try and relax the left hip. It's really easy to hold a lot of tension in the hips. And when you're ready, walk yourself up, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, send your left leg back into down dog. Take 2 deep breaths here. So take a deep breath in, exhale, and then we'll lower down onto the belly, taking the left arm forward, and bending the right knee, grabbing the foot with your right hand. Maybe allow your head to just relax on the mat. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, draw the foot to the glute, pressing both hip bones into the mat. Feeling that nice quad stretch. And if you are feeling tension in the knee, just maybe flex the toes towards your knee or use a strap or a belt to hold your ankles so that you relax the knee a little bit. You can always use props here. We're not here for long. And then keeping the knee bent, release your right hand down beneath your right shoulder. Take your left arm out into a T to the side and just press yourself onto the side. The right foot behind your bottom leg, or stack the legs together for a nice shoulder stretch. And take a really deep breath in here into the left shoulder. We're stretching the front, the pectoral muscles, all the way through the arm. Take 2 deep breaths here. And then we'll lower back down onto the belly. Extend the right arm forward. Bend the left knee and grab onto the left ankle with your left hand. We'll do the same thing on this side. So take a deep inhale. Exhale, draw the foot to the glute. And again, you can flex those toes towards your knee. Deep belly breaths here, feeling yourself connected to the ground, connected to the earth, relaxing down. And then release the foot, keep the knee bent, take the right arm out into a T, press yourself onto the side. Nice shoulder stretch on the right side. And then allow yourself to release back onto your belly. Bring the hands underneath you. Come onto the forearms and walk the elbows underneath the shoulders. palms facing down. We'll come into a Sphinx pose, and this time you can have your Sphinx with legs wide open, or you can bring them closer in together. Take an inhale, leveraging, pressing the forearms into the mat, kind of allowing yourself to pull yourself forward a little bit, opening the front body, opening the heart, looking forward. Take a deep breath in, deep down into the belly. And exhale. 3 more breaths here. For some of you who would like to go deeper, you can open the forearms out, pressing yourself into seal, straightening the arms, lifting the belly off of the mat. And then slowly lower down onto the belly. And then turning yourself onto your back. So finding yourself on your back. Planting the feet on the mat underneath your knees. Arms along your sides, palms facing down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale, press the lower back into the mat. Start lifting the hips off of the mat very slightly. We're not coming up all the way. We're just doing a slight tuck. And then lower down. Inhale. Press the tailbone down into the mat, creating a nice arch in the lower back. Exhale, press the lower back into the mat and slightly lift the hips off of the mat. We'll do this one more time. And then on your next inhale, feel the feet grounded down into the mat, heels planted, arms along your sides. Exhale, press the lower back down, lift hips, lower back and middle back off of the mat into your full bridge. Take 2 deep breaths here. Feel the tailbone pointing towards the heels. Breathing deeply, creating a nice arch in your lower back. And then exhale slowly from the top of the spine, middle spine, lower spine, all the way down. Take an inhale. Exhale, press the lower back down, lift the hips off of the mat again into your bridge. This time, maybe the bridge is a little bit higher. Maybe you'd like to bring the shoulders underneath you, interlacing the fingers, pressing the arms into the mat. Nice heart opener, nice opening for all of the front body. Squeezing the glutes, lifting a little higher here for 3, 2, 1. And release the shoulders, lowering down slowly from the top of the spine all the way down. You can heel toe your feet out, collapsing the knees in, or you can just draw the knees one at a time into the chest, giving yourself a nice squeeze here. Nice little hug. Maybe swaying side to side if that feels good. Noticing the sensations in your lower back and your hips. And then when you're ready, lower the feet down, bringing the soles of the feet together, opening the knees out into your final butterfly. Taking a moment here to maybe open the arms out into a T or maybe even overhead. And if you need support underneath the knees, you can just slide a block or a folded blanket underneath each thigh. Sometimes I just like to butterfly my legs or sway my knees side to side a little bit. Take 3 deep breaths here. And for some of you who would like to have your right hand on your lower belly and your left hand on your heart, you can do that and breathe into your hands, feeling the warmth of your body on your hands. Bring your awareness to the contact of the bottom of the feet together, the toes together. You can stay here if you'd like. You can extend your legs out, final big stretch, reaching out of the toes and the fingers, drawing the navel in, squeezing the glutes, activating all your body as much as you can. Reach, 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 squeezing the face, the eyes, and then exhale, releasing out, opening the legs out as much as you'd like into a star shape, creating a sense of expansion and ease and an invitation to just completely relax, letting go of any effort, feeling the back line of the body sinking deep into the earth here. Finally resting in your Savasana, in your resting pose. You can stay here for as long as you need. Knowing that you are supported, you are being held just as you are now. Nothing to do, nothing else to say or be, just laying peacefully in your space. Thank you so much for joining me today in your practice. Namaste.